people? It's your boy Chig. That's right. You're through to the chopping block. And first chopping block of the summer. And you know I've got a good one. It's an expected one. Fuck it. I spoiled it on my own Twitter. Shkodran Mustafi. I need you to the front of the fucking congregation. I need you front and center, my man. It's time for you to go. Shkodran Mustafi. If anyone who's followed me or subscribed to me for a period of time will know how I feel about this motherfucker. Anyone who knows me for a period of time. Shkodran Mustafi is someone we signed from Valencia for 35. Composure. We signed Shkodran Mustafi for £35 million. I'm trying not to burst into laughter. In 2016, this was the same Shkodran Mustafi, by the way, who was part of the Gary Neville teams that people take the piss out of Gary Neville for. Remember, part of that defense that was getting smacked up every week was a certain Shkodran Mustafi. Now, go look at any kind of videos I've made about Shkodran Mustafi, particularly when we signed him. Wasn't overly enthused. My one optimism that I took from it was the fact that, you know, Arsene Wenger doesn't normally sanction, especially big money signings on defenders. So my one hope, my one takeaway was that it was going to be decent. The one thing that perhaps always stayed in my mind when we signed Shkodran Mustafi was actually Guillaume Balaguer, who you've probably seen on Arsenal Fan TV a couple of times, but he's more famous on Sky Sports News, where he's the Spanish expert. And he's usually on point with certain things. And I remember him saying that he was completely shocked that Arsenal were going for him. That his words were, Mustafi's not good enough for Arsenal. And at that point, I was like, oh, shit. And I think people got it twisted. You know, I think people saw that because for the first few games of the season, we weren't losing and Mustafi was playing, that people put two and two together and assumed it was because of him. And I thought to myself, motherfuckers, when do we not have a period in the season where we go on this seemingly unbeatable run? In fact, until the last 2 years, we always did that. We always started the season reasonably well. Don't get me wrong, first couple of games were always a bit shaky. And then we start to get into our rhythm until about November, and that's when we started fucking up. Right? For the first, 6 to 8 games, suddenly Mustafi was on this unbeaten run that everybody was starting to notice. And then as soon as he acknowledged it, guess what the fuck happened? We lost. I think we lost a couple of games as well, back to back. And I thought to myself, this guy is not good enough. But you know what I first realised personally that he wasn't good enough? PSG away, that time that we played them. Where, if we're being truthful, that game, PSG should have ran us the fuck over. They just should have. They should have ran us the fuck over. And you know who was the culprit of that shit? You go ahead and watch Mustafi's game. Mustafi's performance in that game. Cavani had this motherfucker on toast. The only reason that it wasn't an absolute annihilation on that night, sorry, 2 reasons. Cavani, his finishing was just awful in that particular game. And then secondly, Ospina had one of his better games, surprisingly. Oh, I'm going to come to Ospina late in the damn fucking summer, believe me. Right? But the guy has never been good. Never. I don't care what anyone tells me, never. Just tell me 5 decent performances he's had. Like really good performances where you can look back and thought, you know what? Mustafi was really good in that game. Don't worry, I'll wait. Oh, you didn't think of any? Neither the fuck did I. I remember one One performance where I looked back and I thought, nah, Mustafi ran the fucking show. Do you know what that game was? Spurs. Inexplicably, this season at the Emirates, Mustafi was fucking amazing. I don't know what the hell happened. He was amazing in that game. Aside from that, when was the last time any of our defenders, bar Monreal, has had a game like that on a consistent basis this season? And to me, Mustafi is the ringleader of that shit. He's the ringleader of that shit. You know, there's a reason where last summer we wanted to get rid of this fuck guy. And you never heard a fucking complaint from your boy. Your boy never complained. Because I was like, cool, good. Because I could see that there's not quality there. But I did this thing of, oh, well, you know, he's staying, so let's give him another chance. You know, you never know. He's German. Maybe he might improve. He is young. He's young was the bar that I tried to reason some logic into my head for keeping him. He's young. Maybe he can improve. Forgetting who the fuck our manager is. And then I watched. And then I saw the Spurs performance. I thought, maybe he's starting to blossom into a player. Oh. Fucking hell. The man can't stand the fuck up. Just stay stood up. That's all I ask from you. Don't do shit else. Just stand up. Don't go to the ground. You can't slide tackle anyway. Just stand the fuck up. That's all you gotta do. Stand up. You might be able to read the game better if you stood the fuck up. Every time his first instinct is go to the ground, slide tackle. Go to the ground, slide tackle. Scream at a defender for his own freaking mistake, which is his new flipping tactic. Blood, you're not fooling me, cuz. You're not fooling me, cuz. You screaming at Holding or Chambers, whoever. You're not fooling me, bruv. That was all on you. All on you. The man, everyone keeps telling me, he's a German international. Give him time. Arsenal fans, you like making excuses for players when we spent a lot of money on them. You know, you guys have done it with Xhaka, but you know what? I give Xhaka more credit than Mustafi. I've seen more. Don't get me twisted, not amazing performances, but I've seen more decent performances out of Xhaka for me to say, you know what? I'm willing to see what he does under a new manager. With Xhaka ain't gonna improve under a new manager. He isn't. Sorry, with Mustafi is not going to improve under a new manager. At least with Xhaka, until he came to Wenger, was supposedly this decent player. You know, I'm seeing glimpses of it, but I'm not really seeing it. So I'm prepared to see what Xhaka's like under a new manager. With Mustafi, he's been shit under Neville. All right, I know Neville's no real decent gauge, but he's been shit under Neville. He's been shit under Wenger. I've not seen enough good performances out of him. I just haven't. I haven't. He's 26 years old. Maybe if we're lucky, some idiot is going to be foolish enough to pay 20 million. I say cut the damn losses and sell his punk ass. He ain't going to get any better. He can't read the game. He's not strong enough. Apparently he's 6 foot. 6 foot my blood. 6 foot my ass. There ain't no fucking way. You're 5'10" at best. At best, bruv. You're not tall, you're not big, you're not strong, you're not fast. At least with Mertesacker, he can read the game. My man's retired now, so he can't even. I don't even know if he can give that ability to you. You got no hope. I don't care if you supposedly start for Germany. I don't care. You're not good enough. For me, it's time to go bounce. You're first on my chopping block list. Goodbye, Shkodran Mustafi. You guys let me know what you think. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I harsh? Would you keep Mustafi? How much would you sell him for? If he was to go, who do you think would buy him? Leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, absolutely crush that like button. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. I am pumping videos all summer. And just you wait until that World Cup starts. All right, people. I hope you've seen me start the transfer window at a bang. I'm going to keep these on a weekly basis. So do tune in next Thursday to see who's next on my chopping block. All right, people, I'm out of here.